The SEC charges Netflix $3 million insider trading ring. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Netflix has some Netflix get charged with insider trading. We're going to go over that today and what we mean for the everyday investor, what you can possibly be up against. But ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and make sure.
Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon. Hit that like, comment, and share button.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, you are now tuned into the Investor Show. As always, this is your gracious host, the Prince of Investing, Prince Dykes, coming to you guys and girls live all the way from the beautiful city and state of Denver, Colorado. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share button. And as always, I don't have a lot of time, and I definitely know you guys and girls don't have a lot of time, so we are going to jump straight into it. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm pulling up right now, coming from the SEC.gov, the SEC charges Netflix insider trading ring. So let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage and drop some gems. So on August 18th, the Security and Exchange Commission today announced that insider trading charges against 3 former Netflix Incorporated software engineers and 2 close associates who generated over $3 million in total profits by trading on confidential information about Netflix growth. According to the SEC complaint, Song Mo J. Jun was the center of the long-running scheme to illegally trade on non-public information concerning the growth in Netflix subscriber base, a key metric Netflix reported in its quarterly earnings announcement. The complaint alleges that Song Mo Jun was employed at Netflix from 2016 and 2017. He was employed there 2016, 2017. He repeatedly tipped this information to his brother and his close friend, who both used it to trade advance of multiple Netflix earnings announcements. The SEC complaint further alleges that after Song Mo Jun left Netflix in 2017, he obtained confidential Netflix subscriber growth information from another Netflix insider who allegedly traded and tipped him off in advance of Netflix earnings announcements in 2017 to 2019. So for 3 years, the SEC alleges that Song Mo Jun, former Netflix colleagues, Jay Hong Bei, another Netflix engineer, tipped John based on Netflix subscriber growth information in advance of Netflix July 2019 earnings announcement. John allegedly used encrypted messages applications to discuss their trading in an attempt to evade detection. According to the complaint, I'm not even going to try to say their names, approximately $3 million in total profits and the alleged scheme. So from the illegal scheme, the SEC Market Abuse Unit Analysis Detective Center uncovered the trading ring by using data analysis tools to identify the traders and improbable success trading over time. Wood alleged that Netflix employees and its close associates engaged in long-running multi-million-dollar scheme to profit from valuable misappropriated company information, said Ernest, I can't even say his last name, was that Skinner, director of the SEC San Francisco regional office. The charges announced today holds each of the participants accountable for their roles in the scheme. So I'm not going to keep going on and on and on, all the good stuff like that. They say that they can go to prison and end up having to pay a civil penalty of $72,000. And I think they can do it to 3 years or 3 to 5 years. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, why is Prince talking about a Netflix scheme? Who cares, right? But anyway, if y'all catching this in, let me see what y'all say in the comments before I jump a little bit further into it. Clarence Duncan said, "What's up, my brother? What's going on, Dunk?" That's my guy, Al. My guy, Al, always holding down. And we got good evening from Let's Sip and Talk over there. So, yes, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, all that stuff live right now, and the podcast. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, why is this important? So, the first thing we're going to discuss is what is insider trading? Insider trading is the ability to trade off of information that is not available to the public, right? Insider trading. I should already have this written up. But let me put this up here. So insider trading is trading off of information that it's not open to the public. So for prime example, these guys worked at Netflix. A key matrix in Netflix growth and earnings is the ability for them to add on new subscribers. So every year, Netflix, not every year, every earnings report that comes out on the 10Q report every quarter, they say, hey, this is what we project our subscriber subscriber growth to be next month, next quarter, next year, all the stuff like that. So for obvious reasons, if you know what those numbers are going to be, then guess what? You can have an advantage over everybody else. So that information is put out at the same time. And when their earnings come out, Netflix has a big move up or down. So what these guys were doing was they had this information previously, they had access to this information before it came out. And then there would be the ones that will swell up the stock. You know how you see a stock swell up, stock options, a bunch of call options start running in, a bunch of put options start running in, or straddles or whatever. This is what these guys were doing. They were using inside tips, and they was passing this along, right? So insider trading is trading off of information. Take me, I'm a person who's sitting back reading open source information, and you work at the company, you have insider information. So I'm buying a put, you're buying a call, you pretty much take my money. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been going on since the beginning of the times. This is why the SEC was created, for this type of information. If you go back before at the turn of the 19th century, back in the 1920s and 30s, this was very prominent. This is what led to the crash that we had in 1929 that led to the Great Depression. So insider trading is people that use information that you are not privileged to go in and trade information. Now, the next thing, Prince, why do you care? What's the why? What's in it for me? I want you guys and girls to always be aware of what you are up against. You think Netflix is the only one? You're crazy. It's people that's doing this all across the globe. It's people doing it at Google, Facebook, Amazon, whatever, right? Just imagine if you were sitting at a desk and you had a PDF file that you can sell for millions of dollars. What do you think that employee is going to do? No matter how close they try to safeguard that information on their subscriber growth, there's going to be people that know, and people that know, guess what? People on Wall Street, they're paid millions and billions of dollars. They got the money and the resources to sit down. Let's say, for prime example, this is how it happens. A lot of times I've seen how it happens. Let's say you and I went to Harvard together. I went to Wall Street and you went to Google, right? You don't think we're going to sit down and have lunch together and talk about, hey, what's going on at Google? And I'm going to tell you what's going on at Wall Street. So when I tell you, hey, yeah, this is our subscriber growth. It's 2 million this year, or whatever. If you can get me that subscribers number, I'll give you $10,000 or $50,000 or $100,000 or whatever. I'll give you, because I can trade off of that information. And that's how it starts. Anytime you find money, you're probably going to find something a little schemy. So ladies and gentlemen, when you're out here, when people are day trading, when people are trading stocks and you're doing this and doing that, and you think you're smarter than the market, just remember there's a lot of information out there that you and I would never have access to, right? That are going on at companies. You're crazy. This is a human thing. This is what humans do, ladies and gentlemen. Humans do these type of things, like we all talk. If you work at Walmart and I work at Amazon, you don't think we're going to get off work and I'm going to tell you about my day at Amazon and you're going to tell me about your day at Walmart? So guess what? If you're an executive at Walmart and I'm an executive at Amazon, you don't think that you can, like, hey, you know what? This is what's going on. Oh, I'm a trader. And, these trading rings going on. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, these are people that worked at the company that was tipping off their brothers and sisters. They didn't use their own account because they knew they were going to be looked at. So they're just passing the information out to their brother, and their brother would trade it and make all the money, or they would give it to their sister or their coworker or cousin to trade on this information. I'm pretty sure they probably were sharing profits. So, and then when the guy left the company, he created another insider. So, and it was all running this in together, made millions of dollars doing it. So anyway, I'm pretty sure they probably made more than that. That's probably what they caught, and that's probably what they can find, but I just want to let you guys and girls know what's going on and what you're going up against when some people try to trade. And that's why I'm not very big on day trading and things like that. No shout outs against it. Shouts out to all my day traders out there, There are a lot of good ones, but you just got to be aware of what you're up against. So the SEC found this ring that's running into Netflix that's selling off this information. I just want to share that with you guys and girls. You can check this out at sec.gov. Hopefully you get something out of it. Know what you're up against. Let's see. Badland 13 says their dark pools flow. You can see dark pools transactions, right? Yeah. I mean, obviously that's how they got caught, because somebody saw their transactions. And how you can see these things, you can see this with option trading, because this looks like what these guys did. Like they traded options, or they traded, they bought a bunch of stock or sold or shorted the stock, one or the other. And you can see, when I say that, you can see the options chain start to swell up, meaning that a bunch of contracts just start to get brought. This is how you're going to see, this is how you can see like a bunch of things going in at one time. So you can see option change, you can see volume. Some people like to call on whales when all this volume just shoots up out of nowhere. Max B, that's my guy. What's going on, Max B? Yeah, see, I always go back to this. Max B said corruptions go hand in hand with money. This is something I learned from Warren Buffett, right? This is something that he told me. You have to be very careful with never look at the money, look at the person. Never look at the company, look at the management. You can fix money problems. You can't fix character. If a person has bad character, they will have bad money habits. If a person has good character with bad money habits, that's something you can correct. When a person has bad money, their money is not doing well, but they have good character, you can fix that. So when I look at people, I always say, look at the person, see what their character is, what type of person they are. Do they do what they say? Do they follow through with what they say? And before I even look at putting any money, look at the person. I evaluate the person and see. It doesn't matter. You can have a great deal, but done with the wrong people, it's going to come out horrible every single time. So, and I'm not sitting here saying I'm perfect. I got the highest character in the world, but I'm working on it each and every day. So look at a person's character, look at a company's management before you even look at the money. That's the gym right there. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. I hope y'all got something out of this. My name is Prince Dykes. This is the Investor Show. Until the next video, podcast, cartoon, or whatever else crazy y'all see me doing around the globe. Peace, be safe. Also, Uncle James will be on tomorrow to talk about the turbulence with the oil, and he'll be talking about oil prices and what's going on in the Middle East, and we're going to have a good conversation. Y'all check us out live tomorrow. But anyway, until the next video, podcast, cartoon, or whatever else crazy you see me do around the globe, I'm Prince Dykes. I'm out.